Welcome to The Journey. I'm back with the Smiths. So in elementary school, y'all talked about being a competitive family. How did that translate into middle school sports?
Middle school, I felt like, you're getting closer to high school. So you got to turn it up a notch. The elementary, it was like, okay, let's have fun. Middle school is like, these high school coaches are going to start looking at you, when you're playing sports in middle school. So we focused a lot more on technique and fundamentals during that time. I got my daughter in the gym a little more. My son played a little more soccer. Had trainers to work with him a little bit. But yeah, we told him that, okay, for one, we already decided this is going to be the sport that you're going to play and you're going to be serious about it. So in middle school, now it's time to show, that different level.
And me, I was more on the education side. I knew that we were going to have to start focusing on SATs, prepping for high school and getting everything ready for high school. Again, it was super important to me. I knew my kids were going to be in athletics. I knew they were going to be competitive and I knew they were going to be in sports, but I also wanted to make sure that they were ready as far as education-wise. A lot of people thought, okay, it's too early, they got a while before they get into high school. Not me. I was already prepping them for getting ready for their education-wise.
How often did your kids train in middle school?
Being that they were on the AAU circuit.
Late.
Yeah, I'm gonna say late, 8th grade.
Yes.
But before that, it was more or less, with Lyssa, being that she gravitated toward basketball, was more, okay, come on, let's get in the gym because I'm going to play basketball. Or I'll take her to the middle school court outside and like, all right, let's work on some jump shots. Okay, let's dribble down with your left, come back with your right, behind the back, kind of getting her familiarized with what to expect soon in life because of course it's going to get tougher. So with my son, again, we got him on the soccer field. I take him out to the field, the football field, and he'll kick his soccer balls around. We'll find a goal and he'll take his shots and do his little dribbling and his kicking with the ball. So again, it got a little more upbeat with it.
And soccer was new to us. We had no one in our family who played soccer, but because my son wanted to play soccer, we took the time to take him out to the field to train. We even got trainers and everything and stuff. No matter how expensive it was, we knew that's what he wanted to do. So we did, as parents, what we had to do to make sure that he got the best training. Lyssa ran track and also played basketball. So because I played track, ran track and everything, I was able to help her a little bit with the track as far as training wise, but mostly everything was just on the basketball end.
Were y'all loud in the stands at their games?
Ooh, we're gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it real. Yes, that was me.
Yeah.
That was me. He was more the quiet one and everything and stuff, but he coached a lot. He coached a lot and everything, and then I'm over here like hitting him like, you can't keep coaching. So he coached a lot, but me, the only reason why I was really loud is because of her height. We had the parents that were saying, oh, well, she's not supposed to be playing because she was competitive. She was, great. Well, I'm not gonna say great, she was good at what she did. We would have the parents, because she played with boys as well. She played on an all boys team. She was the only girl because we wanted to challenge her when she was in middle school. And so we got a lot of that. Well, she's not supposed to be on the team. Let her go back to girls basketball. Let her play with the girls, even though she was dominating with the boys. I'm like, what is the problem?
Right.
But anyways, yeah, the loudness, that would be me.
Yeah, well, she said it was her, but at the same time, like you said, I was out there coaching her, get down court, rebound, hustle, da-da-da. So I wasn't really yelling, but I was I was doing my coaching.
He was yelling.
Us fathers, we coach on the sidelines, which is something that Ray says
I know
you can't
Coach
do.
Ray did not play that. I know.
When we got to Ray's level, and I tried to do that,
Oh,
Ray was
that
like,
I
"Hey,
know.
cut it. You can't be yelling. You talking to your daughter. I'm the coach."
Right.
All right, Ray, that's cool. And that's when I became assistant coach and started working with it.
Was there any point in middle school where y'all felt rankings were important?
That was more him.
Yes, I did. Around that 8th grade year, where I knew she was getting ready to go her freshman year, and I knew about the rankings. You know, even with AAU, they had the girls prep report and Chris Hansen, and you know, they would talk about the kids, the elite kids, and this kid's athletic ability and blah blah blah. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, that means that come freshman year, you know, those rankings are going to start getting, you know, I'm going to say important, because that's more recognition. People start hearing your name and knowing who you are. And so, you know, not putting pressure on her, but that's letting everybody know, look, you're good, you know, and the world knows that you're good. And these people putting it out there that you are a good basketball player. So, yeah, in my opinion, I'm like, I would look at the girls' names that are ahead of her, and I'd be like, remember her? Remember her? All right, we going at it.
Right. What would y'all say is the biggest hurdle in their development, or was in middle school?
Because Lyssa grew so many inches and stuff. I hope she don't kill me for this, but I'm gonna go on a personal level. Because she grew so fast, she grew so many inches and stuff, she did not have the right footwork. And she was also more of a visual learner. And so I remember in middle school, I was hesitant and put her in AAU because we had got a trainer, and because he would try to tell her, okay, you need to do this, you need to make this move, you need to do this and stuff, and she wasn't getting it like that. He went, what is she, dumb? Is she not doing what she needed to do? She needs to go back to training. She'll never make it. She'll never make it in the WNBA. She'll never make it past high school basketball and everything because her skill set is not there. She's not learning. And so because this trainer played basketball, you know, he played in college. I think he played overseas, or did he play professional?
Yeah, so he says.
I think he played professional as well. You know, I was like, oh, well, he knew what he was talking about. So even though whatever and stuff, my husband played basketball, me, because my husband worked so much, I would take her to the training classes. And I was like, well, he's saying she's not developed. You know, he's saying that she can't do this and she can't do that. So I just knew her development wasn't going to be there based off of what he was telling me. You know, not that I was doubting that Lyssa was good, but I was listening to what he was telling me as a professional player. You know, so, but what I found out later in life is that she was a visual learner. And so in middle school, before when we met, we were playing with Sophia Young and stuff. She worked with her, and then that's when we had met Ray. So yeah.
Was there a specific point in middle school where you realized that your kid was going to be able to play in college?
For me, no, because again of what the trainer had told me.
Right.
You know, at first I knew she was good. I knew she was good, but again, because of what he was telling me and stuff, I was like, you know, I didn't want to be a mom. You know, as a parent, you think your child is good. You know, you're like, oh, they good and stuff. I don't care what this person said, this person says, but I didn't want to be that mom. I wanted to face his reality, not my reality. His reality that she'll play basketball, but I don't know how far she's going to be able to take it. And that was in middle school.
Yeah, well, for me, when I saw her on the court and the different levels of talent, I saw it. I was like, okay, we look like we might be able to do some things. And she might be able to, you know, make some moves in this sport. You know, you try not to say, my kid's better than that. My kid's better than that. But when you see it, it's like, well, I mean, proof's in the pudding. It's right there. So.
If y'all could tell the parents of middle school athletes one thing, what would it be?
I would say be patient. You know, there's still young,
Yep.
and still got a lot of learning to do. Don't force it on them. At middle school, you're making a decision like what sports you really want to gravitate towards, or hey, you could be a multi-sport athlete, but don't put that pressure on them like you were saying earlier about the rankings. Just because it's rankings don't mean you gotta be number one. Rah, 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 rah. Let them progress and let them learn. You're not going to be great all the time. It's a process. You're going to learn. You're going to fall down. You got to get back up. You got to have the determination to succeed. So just don't force it on them.
100% agree. Be patient with them.
Thank you for watching The Journey. Stay tuned for the next episode where we talk about high school.